Hi guys, I'm Berlyn and I'm back here with Shannon. Today we're interviewing Rita Bernard-Shaw, who you may know from Shiro's story. And yeah, we're just gonna go straight in.
If you could be any animal in this world, what would you be and why?
Animal. Maybe a bird, because they can fly. Or like a whale, like a killer whale or something like that, because they're underwater and that's pretty cool.
Could you tell us about your journey into starting your acting career?
Yeah. So I went to a acting school called Sylvia Young's. It's like acting, dancing, singing. But I went on the weekend. So I went on Fridays and Saturdays, I think, and then back then it was and Sundays as well. But now they only do it like Saturdays. I went there from the age of 4 to about 12. And then I kind of stopped and just focused on school because I really wanted to get good GCSEs and A-levels. And then I left school and started again. And yeah.
What was your toughest challenge?
There's a few. I mean, one being any shade of black in the acting world is really difficult. It's hard to have any roles that aren't stereotypes. That's a big challenge that I've had to face. Especially being mixed race, that's even more, like not even more, but it's a different kind of challenge. So, you know, there's so many connotations with being mixed race that come with. So, as you know, from my role in Shiro's story, it was a great role and I loved playing it. But that's what we see consistently in the media of mixed race girls, is that kind of vibe, which is totally not me at all. That was one challenge, and being a woman in the industry, full stop, is a whole different kind of challenge. That's just on the ground basis, that's difficult anyway, doing castings and working with people on set, and yeah, it's pretty difficult in like a very male dominated industry.
What other films have you, films or videos or like projects have you been a part of?
Videos, so many. I can't even. Music videos. That was kind of the road into acting. I'd say after school, I did so many music videos, just because it gets your face out there, and it's really good. It's a really good way actually to go into it, because if you find a music video that's got kind of like a short film narrative, it ends up being like a short film, and then you can, you know, act like casting directors and agents love to see that kind of stuff. And yeah, so that I finished a film last year called Eternal Beauty, which isn't out yet. I am currently filming something. Yeah, and I've been filming a film after that. Yeah.
Did you think Shiro's story was going to get as big as it did?
No one did. When we did it, so the first Shiro story that we did, it was like a guerrilla video. It was like guerrilla shooting, which is like, there's 3 people, there's 3 crew. There's literally 3 crew. There was the director, Simon, and Simon's mate, who like held the microphone and a light at the same time. There was no professional lighting. It was all like lamps around the apartments and stuff that we were using. And we did it. I think it was 2 days filming only. And we did that and we were like, cool, it's done. Went home. We started a WhatsApp group and it was just like, oh, that was fun, guys. Like maybe we should go out one day just to like celebrate. And then it came out. And the first like 100,000 views, we were like, what? This is a bit crazy, this is a bit mad. Like, what's going on here? And then we started texting the WhatsApp group like, oh, it's got 200K. Oh, it's got 300K. Oh, it's got 1 million. And we were like, what is going on? And Raps was like, yeah, we're gonna need to do another one because this is mad. And then obviously the second one came out and that was even crazier. That got like 1 million views in, 4 days or something. And then the third one got 1 million views in like 12 hours or something, and that was just mad. We did not expect that was going to happen at all. So no, we did not expect it was going to be that big at all.
Out of all of the parts of Shiro's story, which is your favourite one?
I like the first one because it was the original, and like it was when I think back to it, we hadn't, like I said, we had no idea what it was going to be. So it was just natural and fun, and like we had no expectations, so we're just doing what we could, and it was just fun like that. And the last one, number 3, was, I think that's my favourite of the narratives. I think that's got the best storyline in it, number 3, because so much happens in number 3, and the ending, obviously, was just, you know, no one saw that coming, and that was my favourite part to act as well. Like the last bit was just us, you know, proper emotions and getting to really do it and properly act, which was fun.
Will there be a part 4?
No, unfortunately. Sorry. No, Raps is not doing part 4. But I know he has always wanted to maybe sometime in the future pick it up again, but I don't know, that's not a question for me, that's a question for Rapman. I mean, if you could ask him as well, that'd be great. I'd love to do more.
What is it like working with Rapman?
Great. I mean, Rapman, it's funny because when I first kind of met him, it was over the phone, and he was doing something for Comic Relief about abuse in relationships, and he contacted me asking me if I could send him a self-tape for that part, and that was like 3 years before we did Shiro Story 1. And he'd only seen like a couple photos of me, and I was in a music video, so he saw that, so he didn't really know what I looked like, and I look really young for my age. And when I sent him the self-tape, he was like, what? He was like, wow, you're just lying about your age then? Like, why are you pretending that you're older than you are? And I was like, no, I really am that age. I just look a lot younger. And he was like, right, well, we can't use you. You look like the daughter in the thing. So he, so then he called me for Shiro Story and was like, oh, I've got something else. And so it was kind of like quite friendly. The first one was just, you know, he's like a mate. He's just exactly what, he's just like a South London guy. So it's not any of that. I wasn't that scared that I am with other directors, you know? It's not like this thing of walking into the room and being like, oh my God, I've got to work with this director, like I need to be on my best behaviour and all of that. Obviously I did, but it was different because it was, you know, I'd spoken to him before, I kind of knew him, and he's so chilled, and he's just kind of like, he lets you do your own thing. He's like, this is what I want to happen, do it.
Out of all the actors you've worked with, who was your favourite?
Ever?
Yeah.
That's tricky. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Okay, so I did this film, Eternal Beauty, and the lead actress in it, I want to say, because it was an amazing cast. I was so privileged to be there, so I can't really. Okay, so I'd say there was 3 people that I was really close to on that set, and the lead was Sally Hawkins. I played Billie Piper's daughter, and my grandpa was played by a guy called Bob Pugh, and those 3 are such amazing actors. You know, Sally Hawkins, Oscar nominated, and Billie Piper, and Bob Pugh has been in everything. And that was an amazing experience to work with them. Sally, she just is the most amazing actress I've ever seen in my entire life. I've never seen anyone work like that before. So that was amazing. And obviously Billie was so sweet because she was playing my mum, and like we got that connection, and we were living next door to each other. So it was amazing.
As a female, did you find it hard to work with like mainly male cast members when you were doing Shiro Story?
Of course there's going to be that kind of thing, like majority of the crew, actually I think all the crew were men. I think there was only one other woman on set. So there was like on the second and third, I think it was just men, basically. I mean, Percy and Javan and Raps are so sweet, and Simon is so sweet. So it was never, I don't know, we kind of just, I kind of got on with it. But of course it's weird being in an environment where there's only guys. But I don't know. The majority of the industry is like that. So when you're on set anyway, the majority of the crew are men, unless you've got a sister or a mum or the best friend in another role. It's majority men anyway. So I'm quite used to working with a lot of men. But obviously that comes with difficulties as well. But I think with that's kind of, that's something you learn as you go on, and how to deal with and how to speak up when you need to speak up, and not seem like, the damsel in distress or anything, and not let that rhetoric play out. So yeah, it's difficult, but you grow to kind of get used to it, which is not a good thing. We need to change that. We can't get used to that. But yeah, it was a little bit difficult. Also not.
If you could have a gigantic billboard anywhere with anything on it, I can't speak today. Getting a message out to millions or billions, what would it say and why?
Anywhere in the world?
Yeah.
Do I have to pick one place, or can I choose multiple places?
You can pick like 3. I don't know. I didn't want to go with one, but
the major Western countries, so America, UK, and maybe France or Germany. No, France. Love Thy Neighbour.
Do you think that Shiro's story is going to be on Netflix anytime soon?
Oh, do you know, I thought about that the other day. I really hope so. I don't think it will. I don't know, but I really hope it will be. That was a whole conversation ages ago, and we hoped it would be, and we did an interview with BBC and we talked about that. And I'd love it to be. So I have no idea, but I wish it would. I mean, I know it got put onto the BFI files, which is like quite a good thing. So hopefully it goes somewhere. Don't know.
Are you working on any new film projects?
Yeah, currently I am filming a series for HBO where I'm playing like army cadet. And then afterwards I've got another film lined up, which I'm not allowed to say anything yet, but I really want to. People keep asking me, I really want to say what it is. And I'm writing at the moment as well. I'm writing a series, which I'm on the third or like kind of the final draft of it to send. So yeah.
Who is the most famous person that you have met?
Elton John. Yeah, he's the most famous one.
Have you ever worked with young people before, and would you come down to AYP one time and maybe do some drama lessons or workshops?
Yes, I would love to. I've done drama lessons and dance lessons for loads of people in my community all the way through I was growing up. So I kind of just did that with everyone after school. But I'd love to do that. And my dad teaches self-defense for young girls and their mums.
Yeah.
So,
can we make a TikTok? Not now, when you come.
Yeah, 100%.
Advice would you give to the young people watching this?
For life, or if it was for acting, or
just in general.
When it comes to work, full stop, I'd say it's something that I keep having to remind myself that you really have to work hard to get to where you want to be. Nothing comes easily. And depending on where you're from or what you look like, it's always going to be harder. And yeah, you really got to work to, you've really got to work hard at what you do across the board. Whether you want to be an actor or you want to be a singer, having good grades helps with that so much. I mean, I can't stress that enough. The amount of times that I've read scripts with people and they haven't, you can tell they've not worked hard at learning that script. They just think it's going to come easy and do that, and then, you know, they're off. There's someone else who will replace them straight away. So that's why I say with working and with life generally, I think it's just treat people how you want to be treated is another thing that I've really learned in this industry, especially, is the same people you meet on your way up are the same people you're going to meet on your way down. And if you're not willing to help other people, don't expect them to help you either. So yeah.
Okay. Thank you for joining me and Berlyn and letting us ask you questions. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Snapchat and Twitter. And thank you. Bye.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. For more information, you can follow our socials, which will be linked in the description below.
We also have a fundraiser for a van to help our youth centre turn food bank, delivering food to the most vulnerable. The link for the fundraiser will be in the description below. Thank you.